Barbara Eden, a Hollywood television icon, was not only known for her beauty and acting talent, but also for her tumultuous love life. In 1965, when she turned 34, an age when many actresses might worry about their careers slowing down, she still maintained her halo. Barbara had relationships with many powerful figures, including a former US president, making her private life the focus of public opinion. Her 16-year marriage was not without its ups and downs, reflecting the dark side of the glamorous Hollywood world. Today, we will explore the mysteries behind her legendary life. Fate brought Barbara Eden to the most important role of her career. At that time, Sidney Sheldon, a famous screenwriter and producer, was having difficulty finding the perfect face for the lead role in the situation comedy Dream of Jeannie. Although many actresses auditioned for the role, none of them could satisfy him. One day, Sidney heard about Barbara Eden, an actress with sweet beauty and exquisite acting ability, and decided to invite her to audition. Barbara did not disappoint. With her charming acting and natural charisma, she perfectly transformed into the character of Jeannie, turning this role into a classic symbol of television, making her name famous throughout Hollywood. The mischievous and charming Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie helped the show quickly become one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time. The image of Barbara Eden in a pink crop top and high-waisted Middle Eastern pants became a beauty icon, making her the dream woman of millions of viewers. Her radiant face appeared on magazines, billboards, and the small screen, catapulting her to the pinnacle of fame. That fame not only brought aura but also attracted the attention of the most powerful men in America. However, the aura also brought heavy pressure that Barbara could never have imagined before becoming a big star, making her life no longer as simple as before. Barbara Eden married Michael Ansara, a talented Hollywood actor who appeared in many famous TV series such as Kane, Buck Rogers, and Star Trek. The couple met in 1958 while filming Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Michael was a handsome, strong, and mature man, which quickly attracted Barbara. After a period of dating, they married and in 1965, welcomed their first son, Matthew, who was also Barbara's only child. The early years of their marriage were filled with happiness, building a home together and overcoming many challenges. However, things gradually changed after the resounding success of I Dream of Jeannie. The busy work schedule, the pressure of fame and public attention created a distance between them. The climax came in 1971, when Barbara became pregnant with their second child but unfortunately had a miscarriage. This tragedy left a deep emotional wound, causing Barbara to fall into depression. Michael also had difficulty supporting his wife, and the tension in the marriage increased. After 16 years together, the cracks could not be repaired. Finally, they decided to divorce, ending a marriage that was once beautiful but could not withstand the pressures of fame and personal tragedy. In 1974, Barbara Eden and Michael Ansara officially divorced after 16 years together. Although she believed it was the right decision, Barbara later admitted that leaving Michael was one of the biggest mistakes of her life. When Michael passed away in 2013, Barbara emotionally shared that he was her true love, someone she cherished and missed. However, the tragedy did not stop there. One of the biggest losses in Barbara Eden's life was the death of her only son, Matthew. Raised with boundless love by his mother, Matthew became the center of Barbara's life. But like many other young men in Hollywood, Matthew could not avoid the temptation of drugs. In 2001, at the age of 35, Matthew died of an overdose. Matthew's sudden departure left a void in Barbara's heart that nothing could fill. "Matthew was the only light in my life," she once shared. "There is not a day that goes by that I don't think of him." Despite her efforts to stay strong, the pain of losing her child is something she can never fully overcome. Many people still wonder why the success of I Dream of Jeannie was the cause of the breakup of Barbara's 16-year marriage. The busy filming schedule, The pressure of fame and the changes in her life gradually caused the relationship between her and Michael to crack. The public attention on Barbara not only affected her marriage but also attracted many powerful men, especially during the peak years of her career. One of the men who was rumored to have had a romantic relationship with Barbara was none other than the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Despite being married, Elvis was still famous for his vibrant love life, dating many of the most beautiful women in the entertainment industry, including Nancy Sinatra, Barbara Lee, Juliet Prowse, and of course, Barbara Eden. However, these rumors were never confirmed by Barbara. Barbara Eden's life was a journey of both glory and loss, but she stood strong and became a timeless Hollywood icon. In 1960, before she became famous with I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden starred with Elvis Presley in Flaming Star. At that time, Elvis was a global icon with a brilliant music career and a rich love life. The media speculated about their relationship, but Barbara insisted that they were just colleagues. She was impressed by Elvis's talent and gentleness, but did not want to be drawn into his complicated life. Another important figure in Barbara's life was Larry Hagman, her co-star in I Dream of Jeannie. On screen, they were a funny couple, but off-screen, Larry was unpredictable. He was erratic, frequently smoking marijuana on set, getting angry at the script, and even chasing a group of nuns with an axe. Barbara always maintained a professional attitude and handled difficult situations with tact. Although she had special feelings for Larry, she knew that a long-term relationship with him was not the right choice. However, she still cherished the memories of Larry, despite his tumultuous life. A glamour icon of the 1960s and 1970s, Barbara Eden had many famous admirers, including Clint Eastwood, John F. Kennedy, and Tom Jones. When singer Tom Jones learned that Barbara was married, he boldly said, "I don't care," which confused and amused her, but she still refused. JFK was more subtle, slipping his personal phone number into Barbara's jacket, but she never called. She later admitted that she sometimes regretted not talking to him. Barbara had 2 marriages. Her first, to Michael Ansara, lasted more than a decade and produced a son, Matthew. After their divorce, she married businessman Charles Fiegert and left Hollywood to find peace. However, Charles turned to alcohol and drugs, leading to Barbara's divorce after 5 years and her return to her old life. Thank you for your interest in watching. We will continue to bring interesting stories about Barbara Eden in the next video. Don't forget to watch so you don't miss it.